From childhood favorite to new discoveries, keep expressing love with Indomie flavors.
Welcome to Best Indian. Join me if you want to. Let's take away. It is the master. Let me show you. Keep going. Never stay. Plenty.
You dey shout. Yes.
Is plenty. Download
Look
the
how he's doing
Betking
here
app
for
today and find your play. That's feeling. That's betting.
Results predominantly what we do here is news and all of the juicy stories.
Monday Night Football Nigeria, proudly brought to you by MTN. Go make a difference. Golden King, serving habits, nourishing families, and Bet Niger.
Our people, our nation, look how far we've come together in the past 65 years.
Growth and endless national possibilities. Our fashion has become a global statement of our creativity.
Our culture and cuisine remains rich and diverse. Our Afrobeats are the world's new anthem.
Today, more people enjoy the benefit of a modern, connected life. Financial inclusion has brought prosperity closer to everyone.
Nigerian talents are setting global standards. From the boardroom to sports fields, arts, education.
Indeed, we've come a long way. As we mark our 65th Independence Day anniversary, we at MTN Nigeria are proud to celebrate you. Happy Independence Day.
Now, odds matter become balance. Now, that boy works out over 2.5 last. Because now, very good. Go get that thing. I don't get iPhone and you can take cash out anytime.
How about that we can wait for
Now, to just use their AITs.
I play, I win, I love bet.
The players are in the tunnel playing cottage as Arsenal are looking to go back to the top for the Premier League if they avoid defeat against Fulham. But it won't be easy. Let's hear from both managers now, starting with Marco Silva, who's been reflecting on his side's recent results against Arsenal.
The end result is before we go against them, and they know that the last two games that they came here to play, and the players was not very happy with the results, and the opposite side we left the proud of ourselves that we need to be. Okay, we spoke about it. They should understand that what we are doing, and if they don't remember, and we have to make them do. And to do it, and of course we spoke about it, but about the past story. We have to write a good one again this evening against them. It's about momentum of players, the game that we expect, the flexibility that we're going to need to have throughout the game in relation to what we want to do and the variability that we have in relation to their options as well. And that's a way to start, and we're not unfortunately finished.
In Fulham, they have key players out, but they do have Hawking in his back. So what type of challenges do they usually face?
Oh, this is a team that has put together a high level of organization, commitment. They have very clear plans what they want to do. They are very set in and around the box, and there is always a chance to get here.
They kick off in around 5 minutes time at Crowley Cottage. Down there, and to Ian Wright. And this feels like a big evening for Arsenal. These are the kind of games that they need to go and win if they are to be title challengers and win that Premier League as they want to.
Absolutely. I think over the last couple of seasons, it's games like this that really Arsenal started and they managed to get all 3 points. But you look at the squad now, they've got the centre forward. They've started this season really, really well. They've looked rock solid. And you're right, if they have aspirations of winning the league, this game like this comes to Craven Cottage, they need to take all 3 points.
Do you agree, Martin?
Yeah, I think that team's a very good team, especially Fulham with their injury problems. I feel
maybe Martinelli for Trossard, and Trossard does give him a bit more control on the left, but I think that team's coming here to lay down a mark. I think that we should try and go here very confidently and get the game back. For me, I did it in the first half in my heart, but like, you have to respect them. Arsenal know what needs to be done this year.
And in recent times, Arsenal have found it quite tricky going to the because Marco Silva spoke about. But do you feel this is different Arsenal?
Well, I'm hoping it's different Arsenal because we know that Fulham will probably drop back into that mid-block, low block, which we have problems breaking down. But now we've got people like him, Eze, in the team who can, in those situations, make something, make space, make a pass in tight areas, and that's what we're hoping is going to open them up. And then hopefully, to open us all right, Victor Gyökeres can maybe a couple of goals. I think it's 10 games, international game, and scored. So what we're hoping for is the ball to go into Eze, make some moves and maybe get a couple of goals, early goals. That's what I'd like.
It's visualised all these things. Excellent. Right, so let's take a look at the teams then. Starting with Fulham, they did make 3 changes. Following the Bournemouth, which feels like an age ago. Ryan Jimenez is the headline. He makes his first appearance in September the 18th. Kelly comes back in. It's a 250th start for the with Cuenca also coming. Lukic misses out due to injury, whilst Bassi and Diop are on the bench. As for Arsenal, just the one change for them, Zubimendi comes in from Martin Odegaard, who isn't in the squad due to injury. When you take a look at this team, basically, is this the best team you feel that Arsenal could build at the moment? You've spoken a lot about the fact they've got such a strong bench.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I get on with that. I think Martinelli, Trossard maybe was the one that I might be looking at, but Trossard's been having an impact this season, scoring goals, creating opportunities in the line. The rest of the team's been switched up. The back four, David Raya, that solid base foundation has been sort of for the last couple of seasons now. You've got Zubimendi alongside Rice. I think this team, I think they can be robust, but also fit lots of better. He got on the half turn, maybe can slip off into the operation, score goals himself, great opportunity. So, yeah, excited about this Arsenal team.
How much are you looking forward to seeing Eze in that central position, Righty? Will he benefit from doing that?
Yeah, definitely, because that's his game. If he can get into those areas where it's very difficult for him to pick up like defenders or midfield, and he's got time to turn, then they're going to have a massive problem. That's what you're hoping for. He can get the ball into him, I think. So like Zubimendi, Declan Rice will push up as well. So like Zubimendi holding the fort, I think we've got to try and get the ball into those guys as soon as possible and have a goal for them.
Yeah, as for Fulham, not probably the start of the season, but they would have had difficult results before this one. But will they be buoyed at least by the fact that they've done well against Arsenal and France?
Yeah, I mean, they're coming from back-to-back losses, which is going to be great for them, but definitely, I think if you're Fulham, you've got to go into the game of confidence. What we did last season, I think Roberts is a big miss for them, because I think he was top one, he's been brilliant the last couple of seasons, and just when he gets Saka, he's up there as well. It's going to be difficult for Fulham, but you've got to take confidence from what we've done against Arsenal before in the past.
I think what we've seen as well, Fulham away from home, I think you can see them goals, but at home you might see them too. They're a different team at home, and I'm hoping that we can frustrate.
How big is it for them having that in the background?
It's quite big, but how fit he's going to be is going to be a big test on him because it's similar to come up against me and best in the league. So, we have to see how fit he is. Fulham hopefully is fit enough for him because he's going to need to hold it up. He's going to need to make sure they can play off of him. That people are going to have to run off of him.
We've just seen a few stats on the screen there that suggests maybe Arsenal's record against Fulham isn't quite so bad. I think Fulham have only beaten them once in by 14. Arsenal actually only lost one of their last 18 rounds of derbies as well. Under the lights, this is only going to learn more about Arsenal's kind of game.
Yeah, but we've seen a whole in the past games like this, where they've gone to the likes of Fulham, and showing up and started off well, and given letting Fulham back into the game. But now, this Arsenal team mentally is just completely different. Like they know exactly what it takes to go to ground and get the 3 points.
Bukayo Saka doing the huddle there. Captain today, Righty.
Yeah, the captain, rightly so as well if you're Arsenal. Because he's talking about Declan Rice, I feel that Saka and his leadership role in the team, when Martin's not there yet, it's good for him, great for him to be leading the team now.
Okay, well, a big opportunity for Arsenal this evening. Avoid defeat, then go back to the top of the Premier League. Time to get you over there. Commentators Rob Green and Jim Crowther.
Referee Anthony Taylor sent off Miguel Marino at Liverpool last season. He's dismissed Issa Diop in the past as well. His VAR today is Stuart Atwell. And today's match is marking the Premier League's No Room for Racism initiative, highlighting the ongoing commitment to tackle all forms of discrimination and promote diversity within football. The players taking the knee to show solidarity against discrimination. Well, they hit the front going into the internationals now. Can they stay there? A London derby on the ground that hasn't brought the best out of Arsenal in the last 2 title races. could be very informative of their chances this time round. Ourselves on the back foot from the very off. Interesting to see how much Fulham are prepared to gamble and take the game to this Arsenal side, who have been so impressive defensively over the course of the season so far.
Yeah, it's interesting, even Jimmy, you're saying how the change of shape, the change of formation, the change of personnel at the back and in midfield. They've got a lot more fluid options with Tom Kenny in midfield for Fulham. Look, Ryan Sessegnon, he's playing left back, he's way up high on the pitch. He can look more of a left winger right now, so with that in mind, you're thinking they're going to take the game, they're going to be confident on the ball for Arsenal. Looking at the shape, there's a in behind Yorker, as you can see just there, middle of the shot. They're going to be focal points, linking up with Saka, Yuri and Timber. That link up on the three, on that right hand side, will be key for Arsenal today.
Quaker. Small forward just taking a nick on its way out of play. It's only his second start of the season in the Premier League. He was in the team that drew it right on the opening day. Hasn't started a match since then. Couldn't Calvin Bassey today. Bassey's been away on international duty with Nigeria. Played against Benin in the week. The team that won 4-0, which got Nigeria through to the next stage of qualification. It's Calafiori for Arsenal. Foul on Trossard right in front of Mikel Arteta.
To see there already how tightly packed, how congested it is in that midfield. You've got so many Fulham players who want to come and get the ball. Wow, Jimenez is key for them today, just to give him that length, that option, that focal point to occupy the centre halves of Arsenal.
Well, Arsenal may have only taken 1 point from the last 2 visits to Craven Cottage. They are deemed to have a better than even likelihood of winning today. Fulham have given about a 1 in 5 chance of recording what would be only their second victory over the Gunners in 15 attempts. It's making his way forward as Sessegnon works in Kenny's gentle direction. Now it won't be. Service on which Jimenez usually thrive. They're at a great height and shape on the ball, but just too far ahead of him.
Just a fracture too early in the game for him as well, Jimmy. Just on his heels a little bit there. I think fully fit, flying around Jimenez will be across the near post, and pretty good from Fulham. Tom Kearney drifting in the left-hand side, the movement of Sessegnon.
Arsenal getting 6 points on Liverpool in the 2 games leading into the internationals. 5-point deficit 5 weeks in, transformed into a 1-point advantage at the summit coming into today. We've got to predict in our rankings they are the most likely champions. There will be 3 points clear at the end of the evening if they win here. Advantage over Manchester City. Liverpool not in action until tomorrow.
Just seeing Calafiori 33 in the centre circle, the left back is inverted, he's the one providing the extra option in midfield.
Trossard working it forwards off the top of Anderson's head. Yorker trying to make life difficult. Wanker made a good job of that, shepherding the ball back to Leno.
Really good defending from Quaker. Anderson has been caught out. That already Aston Villa this season, balls over the top. So aware of that with good strength, covering around for Quaker.
Fulham, for their part, have taken 8 points from their 7 games so far. They haven't had fewer at this stage of the season since they won promotion. They've been very different had they had more luck in running and not been affected by injuries. Had they held on in either of the last 2 games in which they led and lost, they would have started this weekend in the top half. The more optimistic Fulham supporters still think that they will be able to at least emulate last season's finish.
Errors made in the last couple of games for Fulham. Eradicate them, you give yourself a chance. Against Aston Villa, notably stays there. That ball.
Marcus should have clearly thought that King was fouled. Play goes on. This is Julian Timber. Now Calafiore. Johnson just drops off to offer himself as the passing option. And puts him straight into the Hammersmith end.
This is one for Trossard of his finest moments, but numbers in the box are there for Arsenal. I think that they're going to try and occupy and create. You can see how narrow Fulham works. Say, well, you're going to have to get rounders or kick through us. It's going to be so difficult.
Header on well by Gabriel. Taking forward intelligently to Saka. Frank's there to hoist it away. There's ability to win that kind of ball against Jimenez would be one of the keys for any potential Arsenal success today. It's Merici Eza. Watch the goals for England in the week.
Narrow Fulham. It's very much a 4-4-2 when they're out of possession. Switch. Saka is on. Timber's holding back at the minute. You can see on the top of the screen on the ball now. He's waiting. Going to see when they create that space out wide on the right hand side in particular.
Free taken quickly to Gyökeres, was straight through for Leno. This was the foul on Saka. Corey Taylor said that restart was too quick, ball was moving, so he's asked Arsenal to reset. Taken quickly again. And the delivery into the 6-yard box that Anderson could knock away. Calafiore. By Sessegnon, back from Rice. Off King for an Arsenal throw. Now towards Trossard. More time than he might have expected to be able to get that away.
That's the right decision by Gyökeres. Rules against him. Once he made the run, it was a good run. Into that option, but she wasn't quite there for him. You just see how it drags the players around the pitch. Up to Trossard, then the gaps appear, and just got to keep doing that, keep probing.
Almost 92.
Before there by Leno, but this is for Saliba.
It's a call from Leno, wasn't it? At the ball out his feet. The option to look up and find a player and starting off on that focal point. Your goalkeeper, your set position, you need to retain possession. And someone around him as he needs the ball in his feet rather than having that fight that you mentioned, Jim, with Gabriel.
Good put in by King. Excellent in this latest Fulham move. Wilson's going to be able to keep it in. So much in the way of immediate support because Stefan Busting they got to get there, but Trossard attracted back. Spanish pass is making it difficult for Arsenal to clear. Gabriel appreciating that. It's the option of going forward, the bravery on the ball, the belief that you can cause Arsenal problems. They're selecting to flick it on rather than try to bring the ball under control. Before we had an opponent much closer to him. Fulham back four. Not even coming close to defending the full width of the penalty area. When they break forward though, they can do so with speed. Jimenez will get there in time. The first score of the on there, can you pick your options? That's the one really the expectation. Just make an option for it. Good movement from all the form side. He's played it towards the edge of the area for Kenny, and that would have been close. I think it was Zubimendi that it hit. And the VAR is just having a look to make sure that it didn't hit him on the arm. Beautifully struck the ball. Fantastic execution from Iwobi. See how much space he's got. Anderson and Raul Jimenez just doing a blocking job. And you're just hoping as an Arsenal team that's going to hit someone. He's brave. For the arm, he was in the natural position. Teams forward here by Anderson, away by Timber. Coming into this on the back of back-to-back wins that both came in fixtures that they lost last season. But another chance today to record a victory in a match where they dropped points 12 months ago. From that point of view, I know this game is being seen as pretty significant amongst those Arsenal supporters that have made the journey across town. His industry is rewarded, picking up possession. Wilson's got it now. Interception from forward. Very quickly touching it, gets a shot away and he loses it. It's not the pace of the strike, it's the earliness of the strike. It's on target, it's bright from Fulham this opening 15 minutes.
See that ball pass. We went out for take Bosua.
Arsenal showing possession in the early stages, but it's Fulham that have had the monopoly in terms of attempts, albeit that they haven't hit the target so far. Sitting in the 4-4-2, they're not looking to press, they're looking to just maintain that shape and say, well, find an answer around us, and it is down to Arsenal to find something at the minute. It's working for Fulham. Do have real mobility in that midfield to go with Wilson and King, and Iwobi can get up in around Jimenez. It's turned by Trossard. Against the man he knows so well from international football. We would have taken on Castagna hundreds of times in Belgian training. I wonder how that works out. Teammates do against on an international team. They'll know each other's weaknesses and little intricacies. Every time, a little approach to the ball, a touch out the feet, how it works, what they do. Intelligent guys, they can work it all out. Calafiori making a run through the middle, the ball switched wide towards Trossard. Calafiori! Just
makes that run into an unselfish run. Back on side. And it is a fantastic work goal. Wonderful try from Calafiori. The class into the Arsenal side and the nature he plays. He's played at centre forward so far. He was at right midfield at one point a minute ago. Now he's making a great run and break there for them. I saw the winner of Manchester United on the opening weekend of the season. What's the defending to do here? Sessio to Andy Kenny going up for it.
Penalty!
There's a goal, so free kicks given Arsenal's way.
Far post. Not managing to get into the box in time. You can see him drag down Trossard. Just there. But it's another good break from Fulham down that left-hand side. Sessegnon. The first choice, you say. Anthony Robinson here as well. Without him fit. He has filled the boots well. Well from left back this season.
Just glad to be back in the team on a regular basis. He'd only started 30-odd Premier League games in 6 years. Sessegnon, but he's starting 7 in a row today. All pass there. Wilson continues his run forward ahead of King. King and deflected over. Rice for a corner.
Right again on the intersection. Look at the run of Harry Wilson just dragging Declan Rice back. At some point he has to turn and face it. He does that to Josh King, using that space really well and not afraid to take the shot on.
Still waiting for the first senior goal of his career, Josh King. So Fulham's second corner. First one was a nuisance, that one is as well. Should be followed by a third. Body across the lot for himself, the short one. Wilson walking away from it, he won't be firing it in. So the penalty area on Eza. Free kick to Arsenal.
And they're causing problems from corners because of the variation. I'm not quite sure Arsenal where their men should be. Raul Jimenez way out beyond the penalty spot there, and Arsenal just struggling to pick up who and where they should be, and which positions their main headers should take up.
Side that have built this fearsome reputation from attacking set pieces. Potentially might be undone from a defensive one today by Fulham. Showing good variety and ingenuity with the three corners they've had so far. Now trying to breach this Arsenal back line that has enjoyed the best defensive start to a season in the club's 138-year history. 10 games played in all competitions, they've only led in 3. No other team in one of Europe's top leagues can match that average per match.
Start to the season for the defensive line, and just the solidity. Saliba and Gabriel bring in there. Gives the freedom to someone like Calafiori. There at the bottom of your screen at the minute, it could be anywhere in a couple of seconds' time, but the confidence that it brings during the team behind, wide on the right hand side, you know they can go and create something different.
Yeah, they look for that long diagonal forward towards Trossard, who hits it on first time, finds Calafiori. Time from Castagna. Or partial. Control from Rice. Look round at the pitch there, but it's perfectly flat bit of grass there, unfortunately, Declan. Saliba beating Raul Jimenez again. Timber to make his way forward and find the prior Saka. Timber making a run on the outside. Saka shown inside, so resists the temptation to shoot on that left foot. So get another throw. Saka scored in his last two of Gunners games. He's got 3 in his last 4 Premier League matches against Fulham as well, and one of his favourite opponents. So Fiore has got 6 Arsenal targets in and around the edge of the penalty area here. It's held on dangerously. Trossard couldn't quite react quickly enough. Subamendi. Reza gliding forward. In a hurry to try and get Fulham on the front foot again, bowling it out towards Kearney. It was King who was still in possession. That's come straight back out to Trossard. Timber stretching and controlling. Quite broke Arsenal's way. With Wilson's hefty clearance.
First sustained bit of pressure from Arsenal in the game. Fulham's own doing really. Just need to get put back on the ball again at Fulham.
One or two Arsenal wingers clearly told to stay out wide and try and stretch the play as much as they can with Fulham's taking back 4-4-2.
You look at Fulham have set up and weren't quite sure coming to the game whether they'd stick with the back 5 going to 4 at the back. Well, it's a very narrow 4 right now, and those options out wide are clearly the way forward for them. Fiore getting forward, you can see Bobby straight now without hesitation getting forward.
It's King. Let's see what we scored in the European final for us. Let's come back off here. Got to play for a goal kick. Arsenal have won 5 of their last 7 matches here. In fact, only Manchester United have a better record against the Whites in the Premier League era. Fulham's win count just 4 in 36 previous Premier League meetings. It's an idiosyncratic mix of the old and the new. Here's Iwobi. Now Wilson.
It's been bright, but it wasn't his greatest strike. Iwobi drifting, got the vision and the ability to find a player from there. Just couldn't get that touch out from under his feet. Caused the problem for him. That's been ticking for Fulham. It's come mainly through Harry Wilson. He's making his 100th Fulham start today. A lot of his most famous moments in a Fulham shirt have been as a substitute. He's got a great record coming off the bench. Great retention from Saka. Rice seems to be knowing that Trossard would be right on that left-hand touchline for him. Not against Castagna, but he did find Calafiore. Wilson looks for the long early ball. This was a shot there like Timber. Real battle so far. He's a little bit unfortunate with this. This is a poor touch and it was going out anyway. Bumps and bruises for Raul Jimenez, mainly up against Gabriel Saliba. Gilchrist has only had 2 touches so far. Instead of talking about him during the week, he said that he's been more than satisfied with what Gilchrist has been offering, despite a relative lack of goals. So he told the Swede when he signed him that he should expect tough times. He wanted a number 9 who would be able to handle those. He'll be able to keep his head up when he had a barren run. He'll be able to find out whether he can or not. He misses last week, missed chances, but new moments, didn't he? And how narrow Fulham are with Sanderberg. Enormous figure almost planted in front of him at midfield as well. He's going to have an evening of occupying defenders, really, more so than having touches. For Cuenca. 60% possession for Arsenal, more than 80% of the attempts to Fulham from the opening 28 minutes. I have to say that Fulham, of course, the problems and haven't really come up with the answers at the minute. They've asked the question with a narrow block, still to work it out before. Fury whipping it in with real venom. And Timber, Leno. See what Bert Leno's problem is there. He's got the 8-second rule, a new one, and he's being counted down by Anthony Taylor from 5 down to 1, and he knows he has to distribute the ball, and with the team so far back, the options are limited, so it looks wasteful, but he's under pressure there, Leno. As soon as he puts the ball down, Gilchrist is herring after him as well. What do you make of that rule as a former international goalkeeper? I think it's tough enough for all goalkeepers, but when you're in a defensive shape like that, you can see why it's being introduced.
There's a losing out of kick. Into a dangerous area. Dangerous area indeed. This is intentional, not OEG will know. But he's got them another corner.
There was no intention to this whatsoever. It was a hopeful cross. Throwing it in there. Once he gets squared up to the ball. Just wondering whether he can get back. Oh, Josh.
He sees his task well there with Saka. Cross on back for Declan Rice. Simba. Trying to get the ball out from between his feet. Fiore on his right foot this time. Going one way, Anderson spears in the other. And safety at the corner.
Bought a ticket, didn't he, Calafiore? Well, it's on the week of football, I'll have a go. He's got half a yard of space in the box and through it. I say it's really good discipline from Fulham. Two flaws, stubborn shape there for them.
Arsenal scored the most goals from quarters this season, nearly one a game on average. It's been such a profitable line of attack for them over the last 2 years or so. There's that. Wilson. Saka through back by Jimenez. Arsenal have actually scored more goals from corners than they have from open play in the Premier League so far this season.
Incredible threat, isn't it? Incredible weapon, but Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka are on the pitch. They've got two wonderful takers, so talk all you want about movements and stuff like that, but if you've got two players putting it on the money, you've got to give yourself half a chance.
Saka, offside, the initial save, and the subsequent one as well.
This is strong in the angle. Stanley just drops a fraction, but from there to himself to make the saves. It's a great strike. Close enough to him, just to stand. Down and up. Buys his defender time to react into the save.
Without a goal for Golden Country since he netted against Forest, which was most recent of his 3 Arsenal goals. He's run without a goal since he went 16 for Swindon Coventry back in 2022. One movement right there. Saka must have something else to hit, but Calafiore will have a go.
He's looked the most likely, hasn't he, for Arsenal? Calafiore just standing still, waiting. Brilliant option as a striker is just to stand still and allow the space to be created for you. He's full of confidence, isn't he? Technique, just not able to keep it down. And he's looked bright.
He has been able to find those pockets of space very effectively. What do you do if you're Marco Silva to try and negate his threat?
You're saying for Marco Silva that after 37 minutes you're saying the left back is the best option to score a goal. You've done your job. That problem is he looks pretty likely at times. Point being, he's also not left back convention. He's there as a centre forward, the inside left forward.
To the office for Harry Wilson to try and deal with the threat. He's passed him on to Castagna here. Of course, when Calafiore does go forward, that does potentially, if Fulham can turn it over, create space for Wilson. Here's Saka. Gets another corner.
Slowly cramps it up. Arsenal putting up the pressure and sustained possession in the Arsenal area. And first corner they went short, which was a surprise, given the quality that they got on the ball. I don't think they'll be doing that again.
Well, it's been almost utter domination in the last 10 minutes for Arsenal. Can they make that count? Are going to explore their favoured MO. They're making darting runs in towards the near post. It's back off Gyökeres. In from Saka, indeed. Around the target at the far post there. Now with a great goal-scoring record on this ground. Rice under pressure, and he dealt with it brilliantly. Come forward again here. The Fulham player is down, holding his face. So there's nowhere to go there, really. Head injury.
It's a head injury. Whether it's a foul or not, it's for debate, but Declan Rice was under pressure there and did do really well just to get the ball out of play. He's on player. He's picking the balls himself, manages to come on his team.
Okay, 19 minutes. Japanese and the yes, man.
Let's go through the concussion protocol, of course, making sure that Josh King is okay, whoever inflicted the damage.
Sometimes you good to use your brain for ball. You be Arsenal for score now.
Meanwhile, Fulham have another problem because Anderson is now receiving treatment now on the edge of his own penalty area. Issa Diop is getting ready. So King's being treated. Looks like Anderson's race is run. Kenny's clearly not right.
Crisis for Fulham just keeps on growing, doesn't it? And Anderson is a big blow. Experience of him. Stay within the centre halves, whether you're playing three at the back, whether you're playing the two centre halves. The worry being that Calvin Bassey is third choice as a centre half to Issa Diop. So the question over Calvin Bassey as well is there. It's for another day because he's got to get up to speed quick. I think Silver's telling him there, stay tight, keep everybody around you. We've got 4 minutes to hold out till half time. Well, I don't know whether the decision to bring Diop on here is because he's predominantly right-footed and Bassey is left-footed, and they want to keep Cuenca on his favoured side. Might be something to do with it. Also, the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, Bassey was away playing for Nigeria in that game against Benin on Tuesday. But Diop is on. I think his first Premier League appearance since April at Bournemouth a fortnight ago. Anderson, a real loss if that is an injury problem that keeps him out for a few weeks. Still without Rodrigo Muniz, Lukic, Chukwueze. Intended not 100% fit, although he's back on the bench today. We're down to 10 men as well. It's Josh King on the pitch.
Rice finding Superman. King coming back on now, out of your view. Submerging the bottom of your picture. Not taking any chances. Lack of communication at the back.
Wasn't to know. Didn't know where Gyökeres was. He didn't have his turned right. Wasn't aware of what was around him. Didn't have the option of allowing Leno to come and get it.
Usual suspects taking up their familiar stations. Swung with real venom again from Saka. It was a good delivery. Leno could deal with it, punching it away. And now Nelson has been knocked off his feet, wearing that Ball forward from Zubimendi.
Some complaints with the first one. I'm not sure with this one. That was a fair hit in the face. Flush from Zubimendi. Trying to switch the play. Sure, he was aware. All prepared for that, Harry Wilson.
Well, just as a side note to Ange Postecoglou's dismissal from Nottingham Forest earlier, Marco Silva was a man that worked for Mr. Marinakis out in Greece, and he is one of the people that is being talked about as a potential replacement at the City Ground. Frank Maguda here today. Some Nick Jagger. That is Arsenal will be able to win their first title for more than 20 years. Is this going to be the year that he finally gets his satisfaction?
We got there. A lot of fans saw that dismissal this afternoon.
After the red card, they keep a yellow card. So that guy went. They just they move themselves. Even with red cards and a useless red card.
Maybe frustrations of transfers of
these people keep a throw ball to the player. But their post to where their post go slide down. You go slide down like say maybe they your post won't score you. This kind of yellow card. And you know so you don't get yellow card before. Not to say you don't get yellow card. And the country where you can keep it good. You know so you don't get yellow card before. Okay, this other guy owns one. They do him commit foul. They blow referee blow foul. You go kick ball to him. He established with that small ball.
What's the back on? Rice.
You are their keeper. Kick ball. How many hours no one kick ball? Even Maresca, they give Maresca yellow card. Okay, they know the Baka coach they give yellow card. Baka coach red card, then they give Baka coach red card. Come on, we need a classic coach. No problem now. Yes,
From Swansea, previously won the last 4 at the Collegiate League. Of course, the drop so far this season on home soil against Manchester United back in August. It has been their home form that's brought them up so far because 7 of their 8 league points have been taken here.
Fulham this season has been that they've not been able to stem the flow. Time start to go against them. You feel like they've tried to rush the game and not been endurable, not been tough to play against. The 2 games they've played recently away from home. Well, I feel that they've managed to stem the flow of this second half. The pressure was building and they've seen that through. Substitution.
Who's Sessegnon for the Arsenal fans? He's a Spurs man, of course.
Yes, no.
Inside the penalty area. Away back in from Kearney, then away from Rice. As he tried to let it run, the operator was there first. Out of the diving Castagna. And Timothy's airborne. Declan Rice, the furthest advance of the Arsenal players. Was quick to join up with them.
They don't get their favorite.
They're not doing their like, not the opportunity.
Well, the atmosphere around Craven Cottage changed as soon as they saw the blue shirts flying forwards and reaction from Raul Jimenez. You can see the desperation in them to get back in and round. It would be really well just to hold him up and then from there support. Seen a lot of threat from Arsenal on the break so far, but it's certainly there.
Halfway through the 6 added minutes. Lewis goes more sweating again. Leno is the first to it. Rice. Trossard pulling it back. Wilson steering it clear. Saliba. Saka's high ball in. Stacey Wogan against the touch on that. Too much on the Rice delivery. Well, Fulham had the first 4 attempts of this game, but Arsenal have had more shots than their hosts now, and just the one that's been on target, which was the Gyökeres effort.
So the stand-up strike was the one that got disallowed. For goal, Calafiori, albeit yard offside, but Fulham will be pleased. I think they'll be thrilled about how the hope's gone, how they've set up, how they've caused problems for Arsenal off the ball more than anything, and then broke. Need to galvanise themselves and go again, because you just feel the energy ebbing away a bit from their defence and attack.
Anybody who ain't that by hand, you're on your look.
Messi just ran the way that he's facing. Back for Saliba. One last Arsenal attack in this first half. Rice. It's a nice ball in Sessegnon. Trying to get out there. It's in the middle of the right for Sango. He finds Rice. He can't find the corner.
It's brilliantly worked from Arsenal, and it's almost a brilliant goal from Declan Rice. Rooted. I wasn't sure as to whether that was going in or whistling past. Well, it was just the latter.
45 minutes in which Arsenal have been the dominant force. Fulham have defended very well. Calafiori sweeping the ball into the net quite beautifully, only to see the flag come up. And it's Gyökeres, who hasn't been able to end his goal drought, but he has had the only shot on target we've seen so far. Fulham have lost one player to injury. They're walking wounded as they leave the field, but they're hanging in there at the break. It's Fulham 0, Arsenal 0.
Yes, a goal is between Fulham and Arsenal at half-time at Craven Cottage. A reminder, Arsenal just need to avoid defeat today. Now, the Stars are out in West London, but the game hasn't exactly caught life just yet. Gyökeres with the only shot on target in that first half. Second half and half-time analysis coming up next.
My brother might be blind, but for him, football is not just about what you see, or what you feel.
Every second counts. Start your journey to financial freedom with HFM. Trade Forex, gold, and more with the best conditions on a trusted platform. HFM executes fairly and fast with 24/7 support. Join millions who trust HFM for online trading. Download the HFM app and start trading today. HFM, trade your way.
New user.
Assemble.
Activating the Special One experience. It's a multi-bet.
We need to give 1000%. We always push to the limits. It's the rules that boss.
Cash out. Cash out.
I am Jose Mourinho. I am football.com.
Good, tasty food is worth living for. Worried about your oil every time you enjoy your favorite meal? Introducing Smart Balance.
Smart Balanced Rice Bran Oil is rich in gamma-oryzanol. Several studies suggest that gamma-oryzanol may contribute to the reduction of bad cholesterol. Golden Terra Smart Balanced Oil. Good food, no worries.
You know, predominantly all we do here is news and all of the juicy stories.
Monday Night Football Nigeria, proudly brought to you by MTN. Go make a difference. Golden Penny, serving happiness, nourishing families, and good night job.
Life doesn't wait, so why should you? With Blaze, you can buy now and pay later stress-free. Interest on insurance premium financing with full transfers and low payments and smart money management tools. You can save smart and stay ahead. Unlock financial freedom with Blaze by Premium Trust Bank. Premium Trust Bank, Nigeria's fastest growing bank.
Liz and Tola, don't be that big on the African striker.
He's been great, but I'm sure the best is yet to come.
Dortmund have another chance to make history today. Well, plays it to Shola. What a strike!
Breaking news,
Bring him to London.
My brother might be blind, but for him, football is not just about what we see, or what we feel.
Well, it's goalless between Fulham and Arsenal in the final match on Premier League Live of this bumper Saturday. But if we take a look at some of the match stats, whilst Arsenal have dominated the ball writing, they perhaps haven't done too much with it.
No, and the problem is Arsenal's problem with the big block. What Fulham know. But what you've got to watch out with Fulham is that they are very efficient once they do press Arsenal in that trigger when it goes in there. You know, when you look at where Eze is here, they know you've got that little triangle where you see, and they want to make sure that they stop that ball in there, because if Eze can get it in there, you're straight in with Gyökeres, maybe a pass, and they've done really well with stopping this kind of progression. Once he's got there, look at the both of them, instantly triggered, got him, won it, but when they win it, this is what they're so efficient going forward. They get something, they stay half, they put us under pressure.
Yeah, to be fair, when they win the ball back, they're not doing it just for the sake of it. The moment they win it here, like Harry Wilson, he's on his bike already, doesn't even think twice, he gets his head up and he just drives forward. And they're committing men forward, to be fair for them. They're being really brave. It's a really good run there from Jimenez. Doesn't quite get a lot on it, but that's the concern for Arsenal. They're a bit lacklustre at the start, but here again, Ryan, with Jimenez winning the ball back.
But that's the thing, it's like they're just waiting for, we're passing. I think we can speed it up a bit, you know, try and move them. I think that's what's happening. We've not moved them out of position. They got very, very solid in that mid-block area, and we need to pass the ball at a quicker rate just to get them moving, passing, moving quicker. And that's all what needs to happen, I think that's what probably happened in the second half.
Do you know what they're doing really well for them? They're plugging space. They're not necessarily marking men, they're just stopping passing lanes. So every single time someone's got the ball, they're looking up. There's a player in front of Eze, there's a player in front of Saka on that right-hand side, or Trossard. And Arsenal, that's why they've ended up touching the ball. Saliba, Gabs, Calafiori, back across.
Too many touches.
Too many touches because there's no one really to play. There's no space to pass the ball into.
Is it as simple as Rice said, they just need a bit more of an injection of pace?
Yeah, it's one of those where Arsenal got to stay patient, because I think the longer they keep doing it, we've already seen it now, Fulham are starting to tire a little bit, because you can't do that for 90 minutes. chase the ball consecutively, and that's what they're having to do. You're seeing that towards the end of the first half, Arsenal getting one or two more little moments of joy.
Yeah, one of the moments of almost joy they did have was the one shot on target that we saw, and it came from Victor Gyökeres, righty, in the 37th minute. What do you
Yes,
think?
and this is what he's got to do. He's on the shoulder, he's got to wait, the chances are very sparse, but like this is a great bit of movement from him. Good play from Arsenal and Saka. And then all he can do here, Ben, is hit the target.
Yeah.
Get across the goalkeeper. That's all he can do. He's not had many touches. We've seen that doesn't really matter. If he can get into this situation and get a shot on target, that's the main thing he's got to do. That'll give him a bit of confidence.
If you're being a bit critical, just keep the ball down a little bit. I mean, I understand why he's doing that. He's swimming on it. It's a really good contact. But I think if he keeps it low, it's a more difficult save for Leonard down to his right-hand side. But it was a little bit more of a comfortable save for him, but really good movement.
Yeah, Declan Rice had a chance late on in the half as well. He was getting in some positions, getting forward.
Yeah, we've done well in getting to their byline. And we've seen Declan curl, he's in before. But like again, it was really good from Fulham. They've got the bodies there. Once this goes in the back, then you can see they're all charging into the box and Declan just holds out. And I thought, yeah, this one, he's whipped it. I thought he's whipped it in, he's waiting for the next to nestle in there, but like he missed it. But like, I think we've got to be patient, Arsenal. Keep playing and hope that Fulham make a mistake.
Yeah, what will Mikel Arteta be saying there? Will it be a case of just patience?
Yeah, I think patience moved the ball a little bit quicker because, as I said there, the first 20-25 minutes, Fulham were brilliant in terms of the structure of their defensive shape. But the longer that first half went on, there like one or two injuries, one or two people pulling up, and then they'll start to get a little bit more space. If you just keep moving it left to right, getting into Saka, getting into Trossard, into Eze's feet, eventually the gaps will start to appear even more.
As for Fulham, game other than maybe the injuries that they've suffered, they've got so many injuries at the moment, of course. It's probably gone to plan, would you say?
I think so, yeah. He'll probably be saying at half time, keep doing what you're doing, and when we get the ball, let's see if we can be efficient, let's see if we can get a shot. Make Arsenal realise that if we do make a mistake, and they can win the ball off us in that mid area, that they're going to get punished. That's why you might, at some stage, you might see Traore come on at some stage to stretch Arsenal a little bit more. But at the moment, you know, it's still comfortable.
Okay, well, second half to come up next. Plenty to ponder for both of the managers. Marco Silva, probably the happier of the two bosses at half-time, despite those injuries that we spoke about. But plenty to ponder as well for Mikel Arteta. A reminder, Arsenal just need to avoid defeat to go back to the top of the Premier League.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is here! Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire at 7 p.m. All cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo.
Oh, it falls through to the striker. What a goal! I can't believe it. We're just minutes in and it's already 1-0.
Oh, wait, Alex. Look at that fan. He's so emotional. Even his phone is getting some love. But wait, is he leaving? No, somebody stop him. This match is not over.
It is over if you play 1-up.
Get settled early with SportyBet. 1-up. Winning is now that easy.
The true mark of real personal growth is discipline in the little things of life and living, like obeying traffic rules, not dumping refuse into the drainage or the median under the cover of darkness. Real citizens' growth is doing right even when no one is watching. That's how great citizens build the great nations they desire. Discipline is adaptation. Adaptation is proof of honor for our beloved country. 7 for 7. Keep the promise. Live by the citizen codes. Message brought to you by the National Orientation Agency and NOPA.
We don't become people with me here is news and all of the juicy stories.
Monday Night Football Nigeria, proudly brought to you by MTN. Go make a difference. Golden Penny, serving happiness, nourishing families, and Big Niger.
It's the Golden Penny 65th anniversary buy and win golden promotion. Up to 4 million naira worth of golden rewards to be won. Buy any pack of Golden Penny noodles and start 500 grams. a red KG7 fitter. Check for code inside the pack and send the code via WhatsApp to win airtime instantly. Submit 10 golden penny noodles, free pasta, free snack of the pack, and any vendor to join the raffle. You stand a chance to win cash prizes, home appliances, kitchen makeovers, and even a brand new car. Promo starts from December 22nd, 2025. For more information, visit www.goldenpennypromo.com.
Almost $2 million is again the first to start. For over a decade, $1 million is level front. That name is not just features. Rockets will also over 200,000 just another reason why my job is truly number one.
C'est ça. Quand on s'y arrive, vous pouvez savoir qu'est-ce qu'on va faire. Every match, red card ça. All the match, red card. Hard coach, my red card. Jesse Munam Anya. Mumbi Musa Nashifa.
Cottage between Fulham and Arsenal. As it stands, Arsenal go back to the top of the Premier League, courtesy of that point. But Brighton, this is all about 3 points in the Arsenal.
I'd say so, yeah. Fulham, you can't take anything away from how well Fulham have played, but at the same time, Arsenal know the main thing is not to lose to the Spurs, but I think I'd like to see more chances created, more chances for the offense.
You spoke a lot about mentality and the fact that this is a different Arsenal. We're going to learn a lot about the mentality second half, aren't we?
100%. We have to be patient because the squad has done really well defensively in that first half, and Arsenal will know the longer they keep playing that way, eventually the gaps will start to appear. That's when they get an opportunity, they have to take it. But they're in the title race. They have games like this. The first 6 games of the season were hard, and then they have won a game where you look to it and then start Fulham. Arsenal can get seconds, but they've got going sharp now. Second half, show that mentality, and can I get 3 points?
No changes for Arsenal at the break, right? Too surprising?
No, not at all. No, I think that is probably the same right. To the staff, I'll give them another 15, 20 minutes, and then we start making changes. Probably see Martinelli at some stage.
Okay, well, let's get you back to Craven Cottage. The commentary team are Rob Whelan and Jim Patrick.
45 minutes of possession without potency for Arsenal. Can they find the cutting edge in the second 45? Nobody has scored more goals after half-time than Arsenal. Only for Fulham, 8 of the 11 they conceded have come in the second half. The first 15 minutes after the restart has been particularly troublesome for the Whites. The Gunners hoping to be able to exploit that here. Trying to go from second gear up to 4th and 5th.
See the shape of the first half, the shape of Fulham. That's how they set up in this 4-4-2. Block not quite low on their 18-yard box, but not far off. And asking the question to say, we will sit narrow, we will sit tight. Can you get round us? Can you play round us, Arsenal? Well, Calafiori was the most likely. He's already drifted inside left. Inverted striker almost. The inclination to get forward, the movement, the link-ups between the combinations out wide will be the key for Arsenal tonight in the second half.
Second goal by Session here.
There's always option B for Arsenal, which is to take a set piece and score from it. Been their most potent best so far in the first half with the set pieces, and to see way up on top of your screen, huddle. Makes it so hard for Fulham to know when their players are coming out to mark them.
Fulham players all watching the ball rather than the half dozen of Arsenal players coming in from behind them now. Gabriel was inevitably the target. dealt with those pretty effectively so far. Before he goes from right, out on towards Gyökeres. Frankel had more touches of the ball than anybody else in the first half, sweeps it away. Here's Rice again. Timber.
It happened for him. It was a critical part for Fulham. Arsenal, last week against West Ham really came to the fore during Timber. Feeling that hasn't made the most. I think he's been told to hold back and wait and allow Calafiori to go. I think him getting forward is having that link up with Saka and Eza in his second half is going to be a big part for them.
Timber over the league up with Eza here. He's travelled a long way through the penalty area, past Castagna before being drilled wide of the near post by Trossard.
Because it's a defensive slip. Look at Diop, quicker. Two centre halves and Diop going for the header, completely misses it, and that wrong foot's Castagna from there. Trossard's got a touch and time to steady himself, and just a complete shank.
Trossard's last Premier League goal was against Palace back in April. He did score an international one for Belgium in Wales on Monday. There's Calafiori, here, there and everywhere. Saka, goal side of Sessegnon, and still he goes, smashing it through Gyökeres. He's lead around him.
Brilliant feet from Saka, and also brilliant feet from Castagna in the end, because it could have gone anywhere. Just there, just to get the touch first and then to get it away. A cool head, most critical of moments. Just instincts of one that just knew where to be and how to get rid of that ball.
Pass ahead on the corner count for the first time tonight. It's the first of either side of one in the second half in front of the travelling supporters. He goes for Saka again. Reset and do it all again after the Stanley denies it. And it goes without saying, he's such a dangerous player, the Bukayo Saka, when he's allowed to travel with the ball at his feet.
Since he has in his armoury, just not sure what he's going to do.
And his set-piece delivery is normally bang on the money as well. From the far post making their way in a little bit later this time, but not given anything to attack.
I want to make excuses for players, but this drop-off on the side of the pitch here at Craven Cottage is so big. It makes set pieces and corners very, very hard to take. I'm not sure whether that's debilitating for Saka, but it is a factor in there when he's trying to step up and take it.
Berger finds King and tells him that he's got time to turn. Alex Iwobi, he conjure up something against his former club. Wilson, still Harry Wilson. Well, good attempt, but some way off target.
You admire the confidence. Decision making wasn't quite there as soon as he had him to take his touch. Declan Rice does really well. It's making him make his touch away from goal. Every touch he's having, he's getting further away, and it makes the angle harder and harder for him.
Good fall by King. Gabriel had time just to have a quick look over his shoulder to see where Ralph Jimenez was.
See Timber now occupying a lot higher position. Better for Arsenal that he's up there.
So trying to work it in towards Eza. Again, getting it away. That's the kind of situation they're playing for, having turned over possession. 7-3 against 3 very quickly. It disappeared that time, but those are the openings they're trying to exploit. Well, Fiore is best, but Saka's going to be able to keep it alive. Wonderful touch. What was Sessignon to play for what was initially a corner, but is in fact a goal kick. I think it's a little double ricochet into Saka here. Sessignon playing for it immediately.
Watch Sessignon reaction, he knows. Just allowing Saka that bit of space. You're saying, Jim, about the worried what Saka can do. Just in the start of this second half, he's been afforded half a yard, Saka, but he wasn't in the first half.
Hasn't been a goal scored between these sides at Craven Cottage since 1967. Too many arriving here. Too much longer than I anticipated that run was going to end, and it may well still not. Source of great frustration for Arteta after the 2 wins that they had, where they gained around Old Liverpool going into the international break. If they were to lose a little bit of ground here. Jimenez was coming in. This is Sander Berger. Surveyed his options and keeping it. Jimenez running onto it. Wilson adjusting, getting it into his stride. And he breaks Iwobi's way. Well, it would have been spectacular. Wilson on the end of it. Fulham's best move. Probably of the night.
This is what they're waiting for. He's the winning the ball in midfield and then create chaos. Just go from there. He's wonderful in these positions. Picks out his man. Harry Wilson. Not been shy at all this evening to take the shots on to take the game to Arsenal.
Give for Bago.
Fiore. Timber. Walker's going down. He's way back to his feet.
You be no one for. If you say no run.
Well, there's no appeal. Look at
These are no rituals.
Taylor and they're pleading. There's no great appeal. There's no great tackle.
But now no reach making fall.
Attempt to play the ball. He's allowed to stand there and he does just stand his ground.
You be no one for the Siama.
There's not enough contact. He tries to stand his feet himself.
Yeah, but now it's too soft. No, seriously.
Well, dispassionate statisticians watching the game don't think that Arsenal's chance of victory has actually fallen off too much for all the fact that they haven't scored in 56 minutes. They started the day with a 56% chance of winning. It's only down to 46 now.
They can just keep on holding.
See what late goals recently.
Fulham conceded 3 in the last 12 minutes of their last game at Bournemouth. Not of life left in this one yet. Eza trying to thread it through into one-time challenge where there was very little margin for error. Wanker has taken one to the face, I think, in the process.
It's a good tackle, good recovery. You look at his movement off the back of him. He knows he's got. He knows he has to get in there. It's a glancing blow, but that's the combination. Wanker and Eza. The angles that they take up are just slightly different to everybody else on the pitch. Makes it that bit harder.
Won't hide underneath this one from Saka. Trossard with a final touch. 3 points clear at the top of the
Offside.
the guys on the strike and now going for
They barely created anything all evening in open play. There's always set pieces for Arsenal, and it's the quality on the ball. Delivery, perfect the touch from Gabriel. Trossard, he just had to react. He manages to see it all the way. He's a clever little finish.
Why can't was go? I said
Once the delivery is right, the timing of the runs are right, the jump is
their 7th goal from a corner already this season. So much more effective from that kind of situation than anybody else in the league. And they've come up trumps again.
Yes, sir.
Such a long time held for his country in the week, and then another one. Wouldn't put it past him going on a run now because he is a natural finisher. He's had that bit. Not easy. Just managed to react and be cool.
He scored against Wales the other night, scores today. Harry Wilson will be singing aside of it. Saka, who's in an offside. Right game up, it's gone back down again. There's been a lot of chat about the way that Arsenal get the job done. It doesn't matter.
What your DNA is, what your history is as a club, and they had the era.
So again, standing it up, straight to the hands of Bernardo.
So they had the era of Wenger, the wonderful football play. They also had the era of George Graham, what to the Arsenal. And this team now is built on the strength that they have, and there is, right on cue, there is the song from the away fans. 3-0 to the Arsenal.
15, 20 years ago, but they are very, very good at doing to other sides what they used to do tonight. Changes are going to be made. And Arsenal players going to be coming on Smith Rowe. Nico Marino.
I need a moment.
His last 11 games, so the position that he plays is particularly impressive. He gives you the He's also coming off. So Kevin for
good. Napoli.
Sanago is going to have to sit in there. Now he's got attacking options in front of him. There's attacking midfielders, but he's going to be him alone rather than two Iwobi alongside him to sit. He's going to come out on this left-hand side, but Sanago's predominant role is to be that in front of the centre-backs.
So Kenny off and Smith Rowe on. He comes off his 50th Fulham appearance. 50 games since he made the £34 million move across London. Over 100 for his boyhood team. Keeper from the Hale End Academy that so well to work his way from the lowest ranks at Arsenal right up into first team action. Second, still boxing his way through, he's unsaved from Letters.
He's appearing all over the pitch and he really is ticking now. Marino's gone straight in as the attacking midfielder. He's a goal scoring 4 goals. He's played as centre forward for Arsenal before when they're short of a striker, so he won't mind getting up there himself.
Loving life at the moment.
Let us go one. That's something on the ball. Not be big, not be big, not be
I don't see myself. Maybe I'll just
there is exactly like this.
Not be big anything.
I like the West Ham.
Not be big anything. Now ball you go for ball.
Lost contact on the ball.
Not be foul.
Having a look at exactly what is
Not be foul. It's not ball. It's not ball. It's not ball. Touch ball now. Touch ball. Now ball you go for ball straight.
Saka died. Give her a look at her.
Saka can't dey jump.
Getting involved out of your view. He's furious as well. What's the decision going to be? Makes his way back to
after the Sunday, it's not a PK.
Makes it time and plays the ball.
Yes! Yes! Not PK! This is not touch ball na foul. Not be PK. Come on, get away, you idiot. You don't be happy. They find free goal.
As long as
pass now. Yes, na Smith Rowe now. Give up. Now pass.
one time now.
No one. You know the only. Watch.
He's delivering. Knocks it away. His reaction when the penalty wasn't given. Arteta immediately told his players to switch on. Put it behind them. The atmosphere's changed.
They was born now.
Wonder for how long, but Fulham had really sorted themselves out since the change in shape, the substitution.
That is a Premier League don't turn that.
So he's able to travel a long way in possession here.
He's got an idea.
Figurating away from him and back towards Calafiore.
Because now me sell him. Because now me sell him. I was
born in Fulham.
I'll make you move.
As Smith Rowe will score now.
Yes, now I'm good. It is really hey, oh, we need power.
I'm aware they make good pass now. They will not pass like that.
They say this guy doesn't look like he's alone now. Too crazy.
After the 4.5 minute lull.
I'm not sure say they're injured.
Offside, but
okay, accept that.
the intent is there. There's the back forward.
That is that. Nah.
Took a touch. His way through off the arc. Marino, the man that missed his kick. Trossard again.
I don't think I was spotting this turn. My goal was not scoring.
So many significant options ahead of him.
Secretary, goal and visuals. They are spotting that they are actually going to
Oh, now visual going to score.
Yeah.
You don't come Premier League, mate.
As
Seeing all the ball now that he's moved into this more central area. Back here from Castagna. You see right. It's got a nice flow to the game now. You feel that both teams have opened up a little bit. Decision from Marco Silva to push the button with the attacking options has certainly left them a bit more vulnerable, but with more threat. Trossard kept it in, he won't be didn't.
No striker will go Premier League to just the easy for even for a contract, the number of goals when you get the number of matches when you don't play. That's a score 5 goals. Now 8 goals in 2 matches. I don't get 3 goals now. In 13 matches. They never go anywhere. And that's all competition. 23 goals. They got the 50 goals. That guy will score 80 goals. Now 81 goals. Don't go score 23 goals this season. Last season we played
into the strike. Smith Rowe can and now finds Iwobi.
Last season the openers scored 54 goals. Wala go. Wala like 60 goals. They got it to 20. They got it 90 goals.
After Cuenca. Wilson. And he's taking the free kick as quickly as he could. The difference is for Arsenal now that Fulham have made those changes. Delivery. Not the worst ball in by any stretch of the imagination, but it wasn't a great finish from Diop on Gyökeres. While the VAR just having a look to see exactly what happened inside that penalty area. Well, he's making his point. It's just a sharp ball in from Kevin. Free on there. The dive, Raul Jimenez gives himself away more than anything. Gabriel's got his arm on his shoulder, but it's more speculative than anything else from Raul Jimenez. Well, he's been heavily involved since coming on, Kevin. He's still waiting for his first Premier League start. He's come off the bench in 4 games and played about an hour and a half's worth of football. And out of your views, just coming over, there you go, speak to Marco Silva. A little bit of fine-tuning of the game plan for the Brazilian that they signed from Shakhtar Donetsk. He's fine-tuning himself as a player and being coached into the finished article, but he certainly has got quality that is uncoachable and brings the crowd to life and is spectacular at times on the ball. How much will Arsenal be able to, Fulham be able to test Arsenal's defensive resolution? Heading at the moment towards another clean sheet and a victory. Will take them 3 points clear at the top of the table tonight. Here's Wilson.
left out.
Breaking the
Tomorrow we shall be here.
Arsenal.
We shall be
Going
here.
for it. They've still got to be wary of what Arsenal can bring on the counter attack. And you've still got 15 minutes plus injury time to go.
Okay.
Kevin's going to chase after it.
Let's have it.
Tackle's in there. Less than 15 minutes to go. Kevin's willingness to create something, to do something. Just something a little bit special in it. So free kick that Wilson will sweep it. Yop, who's up there making life difficult. Back he goes from Smith Rowe. Stepped in by Smith Rowe again. Vandenberg was the target. By Session. Started again against Bournemouth. Fulham led 1-0.
From here,
Arsenal tonight. What
from here,
I
never seen this like
Which was a loose one. Turn over possession again. Arsenal preparing Martinelli down below us as Fulham look on for Wilson.
20 minutes of football, Jimenez not getting much out of Saliba and Gabriel. Wilson's going to do any better. Long balls forward.
Bottom line for Fulham though, they've got just over 10 minutes to go. They haven't had a single attempt on target so far.
One line of road.
This game, but just feel this one.
This one not reach to Peter.
Back and over in control of the strike.
That's what it is. So
Leandro Trossard.
that's what it is.
That's the field as the potential match winner. Fulham will be making a double change very shortly. Wilson and Cuenca. We understand the players that are going to be coming off. Traore and Bassi will be their replacements. Turning it forward here. They're trying to make something out of nothing.
the queue for the changes.
Remember the name, Adama Traore. Remember the name.
The first of those changes to be made. He's done okay, Michael.
Done really well. I think that last moment was him as just as fatigued. The full 90 minutes in him.
What do you have Nigerian style? Use your hands.
Yes, coming off as well, but Adama Traore, who has never scored a Premier League goal against Arsenal, is on to replace him.
Now this guy won't run Arsenal down.
I get
this guy.
To see that Ralph Evans has stayed on the pitch.
Prefers the pace goal rather than back to it.
It wasn't a role false nine against Aston Villa that brought the best out of Adama Traore. They just couldn't utilise his pace. Looked like what he was a player that had hardly ever played in that position in his long career. The Saka. Floyd has a round peg in a round hole. He can. Very Johnson indeed.
You do rivalry, you know they carry trophy.
Suleiman has a lovely ball in towards Jurien Timber. He takes a touch, brings it down. It's Rogers to right. Stands it up, and the head kick hits Bassi. Might be a couple of potential incidents in there for VAR Stuart Atwell to get his head round.
Martinelli. Curl against Bassi was there. Just a moment where folks assessing your weren't watching Jurien Timber.
You don't even touch the guy.
Arsenal fans, that's the defense we do. Stand up, Goicores. Nothing happens. Which can go like the fine. Now let's not play Premier League. Now like this not play Premier League like
Here comes Martin.
Adam, I run them down.
I will be with that side.
Naso. Muya Fulham mtamshika.
Breaks on there to the contact from Sessegnon. It's an Arsenal free kick. It's an Arsenal lead with 6 minutes plus stoppage time to go. It's going to be stoppage time to be added. The lengthy VAR check for Arsenal's penalty was rescinded. Substitutions as well could easily be 7 minutes to be played on top of the 90.
For the changes, the emphasis shift within the game.
Composed and looked in control.
Okay, that is fine.
Martinelli getting it right here. Zubimendi. Saliba.
For years.
They're out of play, but they are
See the goal for him.
getting ever closer.
Count 1 to 20.
Premier League tonight.
Count 1 to 20.
Everybody will put one bullet for this and Leandro Trossard is getting this is right now. Liverpool third under Manchester United tomorrow to be able to shape that potentially.
Here, no safe, no winner. I tell everybody go touch first.
Working in wide.
Yeah. He go up.
He go for here. Not tell him. Not tell him. Make a dig down now. Make a dig down now. Big chance. Very big chance. Big chance. See, I don't enter now. He dey inside. See, I don't enter. He dey inside. Yes, long throw. Still on two. Long throw inside 18.
Yes.
Counter for here. Counter for which village? Let's go there. One.
That's not enough.
Who tell me know the chop?
Seeing it through, you feel that they've managed to control this. They've managed to nullify any real threat that Fulham have. Mentioned him in the game. Cross shot.
Why not come on, look at
He's passing. Really all Arsenal fans. When the pass he could do and prevent the corner. Take a touch or two and then the on its way. If something were to come off this, then that was a controversial call.
Thank God the fellow was so good.
Look at that near post split. Palace affected this one. Straight there to get it away. Sleeper as well. Last time the Fulham have a small target in the Premier League game. That way at the moment.
Let's go, yeah, let's go. How they? Okay, now who did that? Who will this now? She finished. Set him up.
As we prepare to go into 9.
The time is now. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. It's now or never.
9 minutes.
Let's go.
Let's go. We have
I'm sure that Fulham weren't really going to create too much. In terms of creative players,
Match page a match in the time.
When you left over there, you are the Allah. That's the car.
Oh, hey!
Throw made a really good run.
Give us down.
Massive.
Bachanga! Big one like this!
Nice one.
See what you want?
Go front now.
In the North London derby, this time the Spurs.
Let's go! Bashi,
Fill on two.
Give us one, Adama!
Give it on it. Let's go. Everywhere good.
What? Give us money.
Okay.
Getting closer and closer. Martinelli doing it.
You see that game. You see how we see that game.
Now
1-1. Excuse us. Pressure come here, come here. Check out very good we agree that
the season really good job in front of him. The whole team in particular, and today's no exception. In the league, they faced a few shots, and then those that they have faced. Guys have the best save ratio of anyone in the division. Combination. To the top of the table. Your bless.
I'm going to play on me.
Something about the delivery in this latest corner. The time taker, launching it forward, rise and long. Just had to make sure that he judged the bounce of the ball correctly there with Kevin bearing down on him. Arsenal want to make a change, but Fulham decided to drive very quickly. Traore. Full ban in the League Cup. Comes on for his Premier League debut for Arsenal.
Now defender in this one.
Just up the road from here at Brentford.
That one, penalty this.
Centre forward and Norgard will sit in alongside Zubomendi.
That's two penalties. One goal. For penalty.
Front of the two centre backs for Arsenal to see through his final 3-4 minutes.
That's sporting the play. Now for sporting the play, how many goals you get for the 3 and the 3 goals? Mama Premier League, but Arsenal. Isak for. Take a job with Isak.
Back to his feet by referee Taylor.
Okay, the lapa.
The ball there, the former Arsenal man on the yes, in before pulling it back. Just to get it away and allow Arsenal to reset. Screaming out to someone. Kevin at the bottom of the screen. Has done brilliantly. Just up with it. He's put everything into tonight for them. Just to stay in the game and opposition. Done off the ball. Nearly as much as they needed to.
Now, what do you mean that 1-0 back? What is the Chikidan Jima? That's a Chimava. You know, coach aggregation, the money Congo,
Well, the guy Sacco, the captain's our man today, taking the responsibility and the better than brilliant. I was going to say, moments in there, real quality. More so the delivery.
Kupanga kunoka calculator kama ina Nigeria ba. Kuna calculator kwa Nigeria ba.
Potential time for the towards the victory can be sparked.